I'm Barry Tramel, and I don't think Jamie Blatnick should see the field this season for Oklahoma State football.
He might, though. We'll have to wait and see. Right now, charges pending with Jamie Blatnick. From the Opelka Studios in Oklahoma City, you're watching the press row. I'm Jenni Carlson. Barry, a couple guys with this Oklahoma State football team with stuff going on. Victor Johnson, but clearly Jamie Blatnick, the most serious, a felony charge against him. Surely that's got to mean something for his football future.
Well, I think it does, and he's back practicing with the Cowboys. Now, Mike Gundy has indicated that as long as there's a felony going against a player, he's not really in the mood to restore them and start playing them on the football field. Now, if Blatnick gets reduced to a misdemeanor, maybe you reassess. But I think as long as there's that felony pending, that you don't, you just have the guy sit out. Remember what he did? I mean, he cracked a beer bottle in the face of a former teammate. So, I mean, this is a serious charge. Now, we've seen Bo Bowling return to the good graces of the team. Bo Bowling was arrested for drug trafficking, possession with intent to distribute. However, he pled down. He's got a misdemeanor, served his time, served his sentence. I think, when a guy does that, okay, let him back on the team. But that's not the case with Jamie Blatnick yet.
Yeah, I think there's still a lot of question here about what Jamie Blatnick's future is. And my question is I wonder what happened to those days when the Mike Gundy regime was new and they were kicking guys off the team left and right for, stuff that wasn't on the police blotter. Guys were getting kicked off for missing meetings and not going to class, which, hey, if that's your rule and you deserve to get kicked off the team, more power to you. But it's been kind of a change here that we've seen with guys. Victor Johnson had 2 arrests this summer, and yet he's practicing. Jamie Blatnick, obviously the felony, he's back to practice. We know that they've done a lot of Stairmaster climbing, and that's great. But still, to have guys that have been arrested, been charged with something, to still be on the team and now practicing, you just kind of have to wonder if there was a changing of thought in the way that some of these guys are being treated now.
Well, I think it's a natural change. When a guy comes in as head coach, he wants to be the new sheriff in town, wants to lay down the law, wants to establish protocol, and I think Mike Gundy did that very well. But after you've coached guys for a while, you get to know them better, you develop relationships with them, you come to see them as more than just pawns in a policy, and you really don't want to throw guys away. Mike Gundy does not want to throw Bo Bowling away. He doesn't want to throw Jamie Blatnick away. He doesn't want to throw Victor Johnson away. He wants to feel like he makes a positive impact on their life, and I think that's perfectly understandable. I think it's pretty common at all football camps across America. I just think when something as serious as a felony is hanging over the head, and Mike Gundy has said this, there's things you have to do, and really you have to focus on and concentrate. Apart from football, I think Gundy's best move is to keep Blatnick off the field this 2010 season.
Well, and it's obviously these guys are individuals, and you have to think of them on an individual basis. But clearly, if there's a deviation from this decision to play Jamie Blatnick with a felony, possibly, hanging in limbo, what does that say to the rest of the team? Obviously, you've made a statement to these other guys as individuals. We want you here. We want to help you. We want to be there. But to the rest of the team who's keeping their nose clean and they see guys that maybe have been charged with something, if Jamie Blatnick gets back on the field, that's bad for the whole regime as far as what these other guys see. So I think that has to really be taken into consideration. You want what's best for the individual, but you have to think of the whole. So don't go screwing around and have somebody with a felony potentially hanging over their head. Don't even think about having them back on the field this year. Stay with the best coverage team anywhere, newsok.com, and every day in the Oklahoma.